Conference Finals. They're going to shift to Cleveland. That's where they're 6-1. They are 2-7 on the road so far this playoffs. And by the way, they've been down 0-2 before. It happened against the Pistons. It went to 7 games. Do you think this is a situation where the Cavs can get a win at home against the Knicks?
I like this energy right here, man.
Yeah. He turned towards you, so I was like, I'm going to just go with him.
He's like, what you think?
Yeah.
I said in the pregame show, I feel like the first 6 minutes are extremely important for them. Game 1, we saw them build a big lead and give it away, but they're at home. And I feel like at this point they need some home cooking. 6-1 at home, they feel comfortable. They can find their way and their confidence at home. And I feel like their big three need to step up and have big games. And I'm not just a Donovan. I just don't think this is just a Donovan Mitchell game. This is an Evan Mobley game or James Harden. I think it's a big 3 game.
Yes.
They have to put their imprint on the game from start to finish, whether it's 2 of them in the first quarter, 1, however it needs to be done. I think they need to figure out how they can put their foot on the gas from start to finish between that trio.
Yeah, because Knicks' defense is they're relentless right now. So I think James have to score in the 20s. I think Donovan have to continue doing what he's doing. I also would like to see Cleveland play through Mobley a little bit more. He had a quiet, efficient game,
yes.
Game 2. I would like to see them play through Mobley a little bit more, get him involved into the game a lot earlier, not just let him go out there and find his game, but showcase him a little bit early on in the game.
Yeah.
I also think shooters have to shoot. So what those guys do it, because if their guys can make shots, that loosens that defense a little bit. But the Knicks defense has been fantastic. They're hitting on all cylinders. They're taking away their stars while getting the shooters. Like, that's tough to do, and they're doing just that. But I just think the big three must do what they do, and then when they have to get off the ball, those guys, Strus, Merrill, everyone has to be ready to shoot and knock down shots.
And they did miss a ton of shots.
They did.
In Cleveland's defense, they missed a ton of shots in that game, too. So I doubt if they missed those same amount of shots, that amount of shots in Game 3.
Yeah, listen, this postseason, they're scoring about 10 points more at home. They're shooting about 10% better from 3 and the field, which is very impressive. They need that home cooking really, really bad. Let's talk about the Knicks a little bit more. We keep talking about the point differential and the fact that they've outscored their opponents during this 9-game win streak by 212 points. It's more than impressive. But what I think about is when we came out onto the court and we talked about how it seemed a little off-kilter for the Knicks towards the end of the regular season. And at some point, everything just shifted into gear, and it's all been working in the postseason.
It's because they've been built for the postseason. And
Go ahead.
I've said this from game 1. They've been built for the postseason.
Say what? Say really why.
Because they have everything that you actually really need in the basketball team. They have shooting. They have defense. They have the heart of the garden. They got 3-and-D guys. Mikal Bridges, after that first couple games against the Atlanta series,
hello, you're not saying it.
He's been phenomenal. Cat is playing extremely well. I like him.
Why?
What you mean why?
Give me the
Vince,
why.
you might have to say it.
Why is who playing well?
Cat.
Cat is playing well. I'm gonna tell you why Cat is playing well. Because Mike Brown implemented the Warriors offense, right? So now you put him in that Draymond Green spot at the top of the key. Cat could pass the ball extremely well. He got vision. He could see. And he's a threat. He's a 3-point shooter. He's a threat. So you have to guard that. So when you're going down there and they doing them pin downs and pin aways and, misdirections, floppy and all of that, then Cat is in a one-on-one situation at the top of the key that can take it off the dribble, can shoot the 3, or he can pass it. But somebody's going to mess up on them back screens.
You used one word when we started to see the shift, and that was unlocked. And it unlocked Cat. Unlocking Cat unlocked their offense.
Absolutely.
It unlocked Bridges.
Yeah.
And from there on, you see the shift offensively and defensively. Because, we as athletes, we as players sometimes, we just need the ball. We need to see the ball go in sometimes. It's easy to say, let your defense, take care of your offense sometimes, whatever, or vice versa. They're scoring the ball at a high clip, which is now taking their defense to another, because every time the ball's going, they get to set their defense.
Right.
They get to set their defense, and their defense set has been top notch.
Vince, you're losing your voice a little bit. Do you think that's because you've been golfing too much on this trip?
He's
What
out
do
here
you think,
golfing.
Mello?
What does that have to do this morning?
You got like hay
tomorrow
fever or something. I
morning?
don't know what's going on.
He flew in
I don't
and
know why
started
you can't
golfing
talk.
at night.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I don't know why you need some tea. You sound like Mitch Johnson.
I was excited.
And Doc Rivers.
I'm excited about the
and
game.
all you've
man.
been doing is golfing.
We've been talking about a lot of basketball. I'm excited, man.
Hey, listen, T-Mac, we miss you. Come on back.
Yeah,
come on
back,
back.
man.
This is usually the time when he takes over, and I don't get to say
He
anything.
start walking on.
He starts walking on. And you heard Shea talking about it at the top of the show. We've embraced him ever since he showed up here. And there's this confidence that this team is able to just inject into any player that goes onto the floor. That's unique. It's something that we don't always see.
You don't see that, and you don't see that coming from the head guy most of the time, right? But I also think that's what makes OKC organization great. They communicate. They allow themselves to be transparent from the front office all the way down to the coaches, to the players. What Shea was referring to as far as allowing the guys to come in and do what they do and be who they are, you could go to other situations and they box you in. We only want you to do this. This is your role, and they don't allow you to flourish and do what you do best. OKC allow the guys to do what you do best. If you make mistakes, we'll back it up. We'll clean it up for you. But go out there and play and do what you do best.
Yeah, but they get to do what they do best while understanding the big picture.
Absolutely.
This guy is the MVP, and he's that. But he empowers them by doing so as well. So he backs what the organization is wanting from their players. And that's easy because it's easy to say from the top down, say go out there and do your thing, but still the players got to be in the locker room. The players have to buy into it, and I think when your best player, your MVP, buys into it and encourages it, comes on live TV to talk about it, it's easy after that, and it's no hesitation for your guys to be the next man up, because it's easy to say the next man up, but not understanding or having the confidence to do what you naturally can or want to do or need to do for the team.
Yeah.
In this situation, it is easy for them to do so.
Yeah, and remember, this is coming off of them not having J-Dub in the starting lineup. And
That's
remember,
why I asked that question.
A.J. Mitchell's the guy who usually comes off the bench and is a huge spark plug. He had to start in this game. What did he finish with? Just 2 points. And so the bench shows up and scores 76 points. I don't know if we can say enough great things about Sam Presti and the team
76 to 23
that he's built, right?
But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I want to give credit to the organization, too,
Yes.
and what they've built, the behemoth that they built, because you need those guys in a series like this when you're trying to wear a team down.
When you're talking about the type of caliber of players and individuals that come through OKC, MVPs come through that door. All defensive team players come through that door. 6th man of the years come through that door. And by the way, you have a young coach in Coach Dago who understands how to make these type of adjustments, and it's showing. It goes from the top, man. When the organization is aligned and it goes from the top and there's one message, then everybody is able to just be comfortable in who they are. And Sam Presti allowed those guys to do that. Coach Dago allowed those guys to do that. And then everybody's just comfortable with playing basketball.
Simple as that. It's just as simple as that. And I think it makes it easy to go recruit or to retool or reload when you're going in free agency, because everybody wants to be a part of something like this. As long as you're willing to buy in, it's easy for you to buy in, because you just go out here and be yourself, but understanding who this guy is and how transparent and open-minded he is.
Absolutely.
He is rooting for you. It's not like you don't have to say, we don't have to go talk about a superstar player that, puts a battery in these guys' back and all that, because it's natural. It seems like it starts from the summer before training camp starts.
Yeah. He's like, if you want the torch, take it. I back you up. And that's something that's unique to have.
Ain't taking the torch.
But
you want a light? You want a little bit of the flame?
But you can have the torch in the first quarter.
You can have it.
You can have it in the first half.
Yes.
Just understand.
Listen.
When it's 6 minutes left on that fourth quarter,
I am the clutch player of the year, the 2-time MVP. Don't forget it.
let your boy do his thing.
76 points for the bench. That is a playoff franchise record, and part of that was Jared McCain, who had 24 of those points. That's